Yo boys, this is Meric and welcome to the part 2 of Invoker guide. So in this video you will expect to see how to lane against so many heroes in the mid lane, what combos do we need to kill them, and also late game combos. And we will talk also about the items that we need as an Invoker, the position in the team fight, and general tips about Invoker. So with that being said, let's get started. Now let's jump to how to deal with so many mid laners and try to kill them. The first one is Tinker. Now it's really hard to lane against Tinker, but if you are a Caustic Invoker you can easily win by using EMP when you get level 3 or 4. But if you are an Exalt Invoker, make sure to keep your distance between you and Tinker so he can't laser you, because Tinker player wanna spam laser to make you low so you can be really easy for him to kill you. That's why every time you want to see Tinker, try to use your Force Spirit and try to just cold snap him, because when Tinker tries to approach to you, it means he's walking to use his laser on you. It doesn't mean he's walking to say, hey Invoker. No, he will laser your ass. So try to be fast with using cold snap and try to use your Force Spirit with it. And if he's using it, like if he just try to use laser on you, try to use alacrity on Force Spirit. That will work, trust me. And you can even use that meteor. Like there's so many combos that can kill Tinker because he's trying to be really greedy, or he's trying to harass you with laser. And you can even punish him by using Force Spirit, Cold Snap, Meteor. That's one of the combos that can punish Tinker. You can even use so many combos that I will actually mention later, but I'm not gonna mention which combo is killing which. You will figure it out by yourself because it's really easy. Just use your brain. The second here is Shadow Fiend. Now it's really easy to play against Shadow Fiend because all what you need to do is out CS him, because he won't have souls. He have really low base damage in the early game, and you also do. But when you get the extra levels, you can, like when you get level 2, you can use your Force Spirit to out CS that Shadow Fiend. That's one of the things. You can even use alacrity to out CS him. And if you are willing to kill him, try to kill him before he gets his level 4 or something like that, like level 4, 5, because Shadow Fiend will try to use his raises to try to either clear the creep wave or try to harass you. And if you are willing to kill Shadow Fiend, try to own him in the first few levels, because if he gets his levels, if he out CS you in the early game, it means it's almost impossible for you to kill him, because if you use your Force Spirit or you are acting like, hey, I'm an Invoker, I will walk with my Force Spirit or alacrity or any combo that you have. And if I'm Shadow Fiend, I'm watching Invoker just walk into me and try to use his spells, I will use my long range raise, my mid range raise, then I will walk and hit him and kill him with the other raise that I have. So it's basically how to do it if you are playing Shadow Fiend, but it means I did outplayed you and out CS you in the early game. That's how you lose only against Shadow Fiend. Now Storm. Since Storm got low movement speed in the early game, you can easily alacrity into Cold Snap and Meteor so you can kill him. Or even you can summon your Force Spirit and Cold Snap with Sunstrike, or even use your Ice Wall. It depends on how you want to kill him. There's so many combos that can kill some spirits in the early game. But try to always summon your Force Spirit against heroes that have really, it's either low armor or they are kinda melee, because I don't consider Storm is the range, because he's semi-range. He's not that, he doesn't have that big ass range like Lena or something like that. So against this kind of type of heroes, try to use your alacrity and Cold Snap along with the Force Spirit so you can try to harass them out. TA, her refraction is kinda a problem for you. That's why you need to always summon your Force Spirit to break it. So to lane against her, you need to always use your Force Spirit to break her refraction, along with alacrity. Also, Meteor can also break her refraction, because it's damage over time. And it's really hard to lane against a TA. You need to be an expert to lane against her, because even if I talk here and show you exactly how to do it, you will still gonna get outplayed by TA. That's why you need to pay attention, try to not to get milled by her, or try to not get a slide blade by TA by always trying to move. That's how you actually lane against her. And to break the refraction is easy. You just Force Spirit, Meteor if you want to kill her, Meteor Cold Snap with Force Spirit. That's if you want to kill her. But if you want to just break the refraction so you can try to harass her, try to use the Force Spirit with Cold Snap and alacrity. Now Odie. since Odie will either max his Q or W, it depends on the meta. However, you need Force Spirit and Cold Snap and try to right click him more when you get your level 3, so you can deal as much damage as you can to him. But in so many cases, Odie will level his Q and you will feed your Force Spirit because it can be killed by 2 hits. And to do that, he will just try to use his Astral Imprison on you, and he will use his Q to kill the Force Spirit. That's how I will do it, because I know how to play against Invoker. But to prevent from doing that, try to use the Cold Snap with the Force Spirit while he's walking to you, because he's gonna use that Astral Imprison to try to kill that Force Spirit. And try to control that Force Spirit so you can walk back and hit him, walk back and hit him, so he doesn't try to kill it. Queen of Pain. Now, against Queen of Pain, you will struggle the first 2 or 3 levels, since she will keep using her Shadow Strike. So try to aggro the creep so early to have the creep wave for yourself and stay out of her Shadow Strike range. Or she can bully you in the early game so badly that she can kill you so easily. And to kill her, you need to use your brain, because the first time that she will use her blink to blink out if you use your Force Spirit or whatever combo you wanna ever use. So the best combo for me to kill Queen of Pain, it's either I use Meteor and Cold Snap and just try to hit her, and she might die and she might not. It depends on how many on the Cold Snap levels, like 3 levels or 4 levels of Cold Snap. That's really legit to kill her, but you need 1 mix and max in exhaust. That's one thing. The other thing, you need to use Alacrity, Cold Snap and Sunstrike where she wanna blink. That's how to kill heroes that can escape, like Mirana or Queen of Pain. Some other heroes that have level 6, like some have level 6, he can escape from you. So you can always try to use Sunstrike and predict where he's gonna try to zip out. Now Puck is one of the heroes that have a high damage in the laning phase. So against him you will actually struggle and it will be really tough for you to lane against him. So try, for me, I will try actually to farm and try to dodge his Q and try to dodge his hitting me. If he's trying to harass me, I will try to summon my Force Spirit to harass him back. But you need to understand that you don't do that in the first 2 or 3 levels. You need to do that after you get to level 3 or 4, because you want to have Istro region. You don't want to just try to hit him while he's just gonna phase shift most of your damage, and he will try even to Q you, so, or use an orb on you. So that's really important to notice. Now Death Prophet is really a hard hero to kill or even to win against. If you summon your Force Spirit against, she can nuke it and she can even just whoop your ass out of the lane. It's really hard to lane against Death Prophet, but you can still outplay her. If she dives you under towers and stuff like that, you can outplay her totally. But the way to kill her is, I find it only maybe Meteor along with Cold Snap or Tornado, or just Cold Snap Tornado with the Meteor. It depends how you want to kill the Death Prophet. So for me, I will always try to play safe and try to dodge her nukes as much as I can, because his Spirit Siphon is really strong in the early game. And that's why it's really hard to kill Death Prophet, especially if she hugs you and she uses her Spirit Siphon. Now Zeus, it's really easy to lane against him. All what you need is a magic stick and stay on the right or left side of the creeps, so you don't get hit by his first kill, which is lightning or whatever they call it. And you will also get charges on the magic stick because he's using it. It doesn't mean that he needs to use it on you. As long as he's using the spells close to you, you can actually gain that magic stick charge. And to kill him, all what you need is just to try to close the gap between you and him. Like you can Cold Snap onto your Meteor, Definite Blast, you can Tornado, you can Cold Snap Tornado Meteor, you can Ice Wall Cold Snap with the Force Spirit, Ice Wall Cold Snap Sunstrike, Alacrity. There's so many ways to kill him. All what you need is just to close the gap between you and him and try to catch him. Now Ember Spirit. Now finally, some heroes that you can actually rape so easily. Now how to play against a melee hero is the same thing. You summon your Force Spirit and harass his ass, but when he pops his Flame God, use the Tornado because it will debuff his Flame God. So always in the laning phase, summon your Force Spirit and try to use your Tornado so you can debuff his Flame Guard. Or almost, if you want to even kill him, try to use Cold Snap, then he will pop his Flame Guard, like Cold Snap first. He will try to pop his Flame Guard, then use Tornado Meteor and try to hit him, because the Cold Snap won't remove and it will actually still pop on him. That's really an easy way to remove his Flame Guard. Use the Cold Snap and Meteor at the same time, but you actually need 2 Knot of Talisman to do that combo. Now Alchemist. To lane against Alchemist, all what you need to do is to walk on the safe side where he doesn't use his acid, since he will spam it to farm only, and since he's a melee, you need to pull your Force Spirit and Alacrity strats to harass him out, even though it's kinda hard to do so. And to kill him, you can kill him in the early levels before he gets his Chemical Rage, but after he gets his Chemical Rage, it's really hard to do so. Arc Warden. Laning against Arc isn't hard, but whenever he gets his level 6, it means you're in danger, for real. Since I play Arc a lot, but Arc have low damage in the early game. Also, he's squishy. You can use any combo that can walk in him along with the Force Spirit. But remember that he can actually kill you when he gets his level 6. Now Kunkka. Against Kunkka, it's really an even matchup for you, because he's a melee, but he's that kind of hero that can kill you if you make a small mistake. So play safe and keep watching Kunkka, since whenever he wanna use Torrent, you can even dodge it, because he will raise his hand so you can dodge that spell, because you can't see the attack animation or the animation on that spell. Now Necro. Against Necro, you can win against him with Caustic, which is really easy. Or you can win against him in the first 3 creep waves, or the first 3 levels, because Necro is really weak in the first few levels. Like level 1, level 2, even level 3, he's not that strong. But his power spike starts from level 3 up to level 6, because he will get that level 2 of Ghost Shroud, level 2 of Death Pulse, and level 1 of Ghost Shroud, which is gonna be really enough for him to heal himself. To kill him, Cold Snap along with the Force Spirit is really legit. You can even use your Meteor, especially if he wanna walk to you and use his Death Pulse. That's how you can actually outplay the enemy, by killing them when they try to use their spells on you. Against Monkey King, now I didn't actually write that down, but I just gonna tell you, because Monkey King, I know how to play Monkey King. It's really easy to lane against Invoker, but at the same time, if that Invoker have the knowledge that Monkey King have no armor, he needs poor man shield in the mid lane, but he have no armor. So what do you need to do? He only have level 1 armor actually, but you need to always summon your Force Spirit. That's all you need to do. Summon your Force Spirit every time you try to get his Jingo Mastery. Cold Snap him, walk back, hit, walk back, hit, especially if you want to try to get his Jingo Mastery. When he gets his second hit on the Jingo Mastery, don't try to harass him, just try to stay back, because it's really easy just to get the third hit, then he will try to use his Banjo Strike so you can get that extra Jingo stack. So that's how you play against him, to kill him, the same combo that I will show you later. And finally, the most annoying midline hero for Invoker, Phantom Assassin. Now PA is one of the heroes that can rape Invoker in the mid lane, and I will show you how to handle her. In the laning phase, you need Magic Stick as soon as possible, and you need to not rush Midas like a retard, because you need some armor. So buy Ring of Basilisk and buy an extra Ring of Protection for extra armor, because she will right click you a lot. And always keep a Force Spirit and Cold Snap whenever she tries to jump to you to do some damage. Use that to kill the bitch with even Meteor, Cold Snap, Force Spirit. Also Alacrity, Cold Snap with the Force Spirit, that will be really come in handy. Even Alacrity, Cold Snap, Meteor, Cold Snap, Tornado, Meteor. I will show you all the combos that can kill her, but in the laning phase you need only just armor and Magic Stick to survive against the PA. Killing mid-lane heroes. Now when it comes to killing mid-lane heroes, you need to be creative and understand your skills and your limit as well, and ask yourself, what do you need to kill the enemy? Some heroes cannot be killed, especially if they have full HP. So you need to harass them even if you had to use Alacrity along with a Cold Snap or even Force Spray. So you can make them low because you want to have that second chance so you can even kill them later. And there's 3 types of heroes. Heroes with escape skills, heroes that can dodge spells, and normal heroes. So against this type of heroes, you need to use your brain and do what you need to kill them in the mid lane. But everything is situational. So don't be like, I used Cold Snap and Full Spirit and I couldn't kill him, but I died. You need to play Invoker like a lot to manage to understand how to kill the enemy mid lane or even how to handle him. For heroes that have escape like Queen of Pain, you need to Cold Snap and Alacrity and Sunstrike where she wanna blink because she have that range, and if you know that range you can actually kill her with Sunstrike so easily. And even you can even use so many skills to kill her, like Force Spirit or maybe Cold Snap, Tornado, Meteor. That's one of the popular spells that you can use against Mirana, Queen of Pain. Heroes that have escape mechanism, you can use it against them and it will not be a guaranteed kill, but if they are low enough you can kill them so easily. But always you need to explore the weakness of the enemy mid laner. Like for example, if I want to kill Tinker, what do I need to do? Yes, I need Tinker to use his laser first, then after he uses his laser I can kill him, because it would be really hard to kill him and he will use his laser because he will survive, and that's really hard to do so. And if I see, for example, Queen of Pain made a small mistake, just blink to me, I will just turn Cold Snap with Meteor, Ice Wall even, or Alacrity, whatever you want to use to kill her. Because she made one mistake, I understand that I can kill her. Playing against Necro, if he used his Ghost Shroud, I can just use Tornado or Cold Snap Tornado Meteor, or Cold Snap Meteor Definite Blast, or any other combo. Because he used Ghost Shroud, he can receive a lot of magic damage because of that simple mistake. So I can use that mistake so I can kill him, because that's how you actually outplay the enemies, because they use their skills while they are not supposed to even use it. Like for Lena, if she used her stun or the creep, I can even kill her. I can just try to rush at Lena, use my Cold Snap, whatever combo I need to use to kill her, because I understand that she have no stun, she have no nukes because she wasted it on the creeps or something like that. Like even this Prophet, any heroes that come in your brain that I can actually kill with Invoker, but I need him to make either a small mistake or even him using his skills normally to farm. That's how you actually kill heroes with Invoker. You need to be brilliant to kill the enemy, because you need to explore their weaknesses, as I said before. So that's how you actually kill the mid lane heroes. Now I will show you all the combos that you need to use to kill the enemy mid lane heroes. Now let me show you all the combos that you can do with Invoker from mid game to late game. Now when it comes to items, we talked about what items you need to get in the early game, but we didn't talk about the other late game or mid game or something like that. So now I will mention the items that must have, which are Midas, Aghanim Scepter, Boot of Travel. Those are the core 3 items because Invoker is a split pushing hero. You can split push, get towers, punish the enemy if they are trying to defend solo. That's how you actually play Invoker. But there's actually situational items also. You can build drums before you even can get your Aghanim Scepter. You can even just get maybe Midas, drums, maybe you can go for Aghanim Scepter or Boot of Travel. But usually they go for Boot of Travel. It depends on how the meta goes. So getting yours if you are playing against a Silence or something like that. You need just use like playing against a Kunkka who have X-Mark. You can get even BKB. So these are kind of situational items. There is now late game items, which are Shiva's God. If you are playing against heroes that have a high physical damage or they have a minus armor, like you are playing against a Slaughter or something like that, or Clinks. Refresher. It's really a good item, especially if you have BKB and Hex. Octarine is one of the best items that you can even get, so you can make you a little bit tankier as well. Hex, if you are playing against a hero that have really movement speed or they really have escape mechanism, or you want to just try to hex them down and kill them so fast. Lincoln Sphere, if you are playing against hero that can actually kill you, like maybe Sven, he can jump on you and use his Storm Hammer. You can actually dodge that by having Lincoln Sphere, or playing against a Necroforce, or playing against so many other heroes like Legion Commander, like you have, or even Anti-Mage. Lincoln Sphere is a core item in Invoker and must get if you are playing against this kind of heroes. There's even other situational items like Maelstrom, Mayona, Orchid, Bloodthorn. I can name so many items for you, and you can always get them in Invoker. Like even an AC, you can skip Shiva's God and get AC if you want to be the right-click Invoker with some armor. You can even do that. There's even Necrobook. You can get it as like a 5th slot for Invoker because you want to just swap your items, use that Necrobook, push with them with 4 spirits. There's situational items. Always there's situational items that you need to get. Now remember, you don't have to always buy the same items in every single game. In some games you need to adapt according to what you are playing against. If you are playing against Clockwork, you need Force Staff, not Blink Dagger. If you are playing against a Storm, you can always get Hex or even an Orchid. If the enemy are strong in the early game, you can invest in early game items like drums, use Scepter, Casual Cloak. You need some stats and some survivability items. If you don't have a good carry, consider going for AC, Maelstrom, Bloodthorn, and be that right clicker on your team. You can play Invoker however you want and you can always win with him. So always try to adapt to how the game goes. Positioning in team fight. Now you need to understand that Invoker is a hero that would like to use his spells in the team fight. So if you don't stay behind your carry, you will actually die because they might initiate on you. But understand that there's 2 positions of Invoker. The first one is the pussy one, where you should be behind your carry using Force Spirit, Alacrity for your carry, and you will stay behind him because you want to use Tornado AMP so you can disengage if the enemy initiate on your carry. And the second one is where you'll be the one who's initiating, especially if there's BKB duration is gone or something like that. But most of the time I'm talking about real initiation, like you will initiate with Tornado, AMP, Ice Wall, you can hex him, whatever item you use. So these are the 2 positions that you always have. Number 1, try to not use all of your spells while the enemy still got BKB. Number 2, force the enemy to pop their BKB by using Tornado, AMP, Ice Wall or Cold Snap, especially if the enemy support are close to their core because they might hex you and counter initiate and kill you. Number 3, if the enemy use BKB, try to kite him because you can kite him so easily by disengaging, then you can engage again. Number 4, use Alacrity on your carry if the enemy use BKB and summon your Force Spirit. And remember, Sunstrike can go through BKB, so always use it, especially if the enemy pop their BKBs. Number 5, use your skills wisely. Don't rush and use your combo, always wait for the right moment. Number 6, don't let the enemy initiate. You always try to keep a good gap between you and the enemy. Number 7, Ice Wall is one of the best spells that you can ever use after the enemy use their BKB durations. Number 8, don't blow your combo on any support. You can use Cold Snap, Alacrity along with the Force Spirit, and that would be more than enough to kill him. Now finally we have reached to the last part, which are general tips for Invoker. Number 1, you need to know that Invoker is a hero that rely on levels and items to achieve something. So you are most likely will stay mid farm in the first 10 minutes, but you still can make rotations by always carrying a TP or by getting a haste rune. But I recommend you to not walk to any lane because that's really retarded. Just make rotations by getting a TP. If you see the enemy are diving towers or something like that, or they are out of position, you can punish that by TP in there and set up for a kill. Number 2, if you play against a melee hero in general or semi-range like TA or even PA or even Ember, summon your Force Spirit and try to harass the enemy with Alacrity. Number 3, don't watch only mid lane. You need to pay attention to the other lanes as well to use Sunstrike, and you can accomplish that by either checking the minimap or by communicating with your teammate, but I rather for you to always keep your eyes on the minimap, and whenever you see heroes are getting close to each other, it means there's a chance of getting killed there. Number 4, don't wait to get a kill with Sunstrike. Always use it as soon as your ally is stunned the enemy, so you either get the kill or either they will actually get the kill because you use the Sunstrike, because Sunstrike is not only for the last hit or something like that. Number 5, try to use the courier to buy clarity if you are low on mana, and you can even buy Ring of Basilius for some mana regen if you want. Also Raindrop can provide some mana regen. Number 6, if you play against a hero that have a global silence or they can silence you, always buy a use scepter, because an invoker who cannot use his spells, he's useless. Number 7, always check the enemy items and do not use your combo on them because they have BKB. If you want to try to use it, try to force the enemy to use BKB by using Tornado, EMP and Ice Wall. Number 8, don't AFK farm. Always try to split push so the enemy cannot pressure you, and use your Force Spirit to push the lane out, and use even Alacrity on them, or even you can use the Force Spirit to scout the enemy area. Number 9, don't blow your spells on a support. You can always get a kill with Alacrity, Cold Snap and anything. Like Alacrity, Cold Snap is going to be enough to kill any support with Force Spirit, of course. Number 10, never ever stay in front. Invoker is a hero that hard to catch because he's always using his spells from fog, or his position is really good behind his allies or something like that. So try to stay behind so you can use your spells. Number 11, practice using your spells in a demo mode so you can use your spells perfectly. Number 12, always invoke. Don't stay AFK not using spells. You need to always invoke because there's always a spell that you can use. Don't only use like 3 or 4 spells and be like, that's my combo. Don't ever do that again. Number 13, remember Invoker is the best hero that can kite the enemy. So remember that because you have 5 skills that can make the enemy either getting slowed or disarmed or even mini stunned or even you mana burn them. Number 14, spam Tornado if you are defending high ground with AMP, and even you can Tornado only to be annoying because it's really an annoying spell against any high ground push. Number 15, you can cut the creep wave with Force Spirit, so make that useful and try to even cut the creep wave with Force Spirit while the enemy is trying to push the high ground. Number 16, don't use all of your spells on the creeps while you are split pushing, and don't overcommit with the push. You can always clear the first creep wave with the meteor and right click, and the second creep wave with Tornado and Deafening Blast, And then you can summon your Force Spirit and use Alacrity on top of them and push with them and TP out, because trust me, the enemy will come to you and kill you. Number 17, Invoker is a great pusher, so he can take towers so easily with Alacrity and Force Spirit. So remember, you always need to split push. Number 18, use the Sunstrike to check if the enemy are taking Roche or not, and you can even use the Force Spirit to scout with them and check if they are taking Roshan or not. Number 19, if you are pushing high ground, always summon your Force Spirit and use Alacrity on your carry. You can spam Tornado from behind to cancel any blink daggers that might come from the enemy. Also, you can use your Force Spirit to cancel the enemy blink dagger. Number 20, watch other pro players playing Invoker and try to figure out how they play the hero, and try to copy some of their style so you can make your own style. Finally, I finished the full guide of Invoker, and I'm willing to make another guide to show you how to guarantee getting a Sunstrike. So that was it for the day. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like, share this video with your friends, and subscribe as well if you are not a subscriber. And if you have something to add in this guide, you can leave it in the comment section and tell us what is your win rate with Invoker. This is Meric. See you boys in the next video.